Hi. All right. Let's do a quick flow, 10, 15 minutes, kind of a little energized. You can do this in the morning or afternoon when you do a little pick me up. I don't know. So just grab your mat, grab a space, inside, outside, does not matter, whatever feels right to you. And meet me on the mat. All right. So we come into a comfortable seated position on the mat. You can sit in any cross-legged position that's comfortable for you. Just make sure that you're sitting up nice and tall, your spine nice and long. And we're just going to take about a minute or so to just center ourselves, bring ourselves into the space, bring ourselves into the present moment, not what happened earlier today, and hopefully not to what's going to happen later on. Anytime your attention goes to that, you just gently bring it on back. Just bring it on back to yourself, to right now. So go ahead and just do some normal breathing here. As you're breathing in through your nose, feel the breath moving through your body. And then feel it as it's moving out of your body. Just staying with your breath. And when we stay with our breath, that is a sure sign that we are in the here and now, that we are right here. Breathing in and breathing out. A couple more times here. Breathe in and breathe out. And again. Awesome. And breathe out. Gently open your eyes if you have them closed, and we're going to go ahead and begin our flow. Inhale, bring your arms all the way up, palms touching together. And exhale, release them down by your side one more time. Inhale, bring your arms all the way up, palms touching together. And exhale, go ahead and release them down by your side. Inhale, take your right arm over to reach over to the left side of the room. Holding here for 5, keeping your knee down as best as you can. 4, bringing your shoulders back. 3, making sure you're still breathing. 2, and 1. Inhale, come all the way back up, and we're going to tick-tock over to the other side here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, come all the way back up again, and you're going to just do some neck circles here. You can do full circles or semicircles, just whatever feels right for you. I tend to do semicircles because full circles, my neck does not like that. It's really important that we pay attention to our bodies, as we're going through these yoga poses. I definitely encourage people that if there's tension, lean into that tension. Don't run away from it. But if there's like pinching or something, that's pain. We don't want that. That's what we want to avoid. But discomfort, tension, I encourage you to lean into it. One more breath. Good. Inhale, coming back up, neck into a neutral position here. And from here, you're going to go on all fours. Find yourself here on all fours. Bit of a cat-cow here. So see that your shoulders are aligned with your wrists and that your hips are in line with your knees. And have your knees about a hip width apart. We don't want them too close together. We want them about a hip width apart. Neck nice and long, looking forward. Take a big deep breath in. And exhale as you're dropping your belly down. Good. Go ahead and inhale. Go ahead and bring your chin down to your chest, rounding out your back here. And then exhale right into cow, arching your back. And we're going to do this a few more times, and just feel free to do it on your own, just going back and forth, and even, moving your hips as you're doing it, or rocking forward and backward. Just whatever your body's kind of needing you to do. Couple more breaths. Okay. All right. Nice. Go ahead and inhale for me, and then exhale as you take your knees and your butt or your hips up and back. We're coming in for downward facing dog. And from here, you're just going to alternate bending your right leg and your front leg, just kind of stretching out your hamstrings here, your calf muscles. In order to do this, it's really important that we are really stabilizing ourselves through our hands. Our hands are super powerful here. They're really what's holding us up. This is not the most beginner pose, I'll tell you that. But if you keep working at it, it does get a little bit better. But if this is too much for you, please just stay on your knees and then just continue to stretch yourself, maybe even bringing your hips back to your heels and back and forth like that, Couple more breaths, whether you're in this tabletop pose or you're in downward facing dog. One more breath. Good. And wherever you are, go ahead and walk your feet over to your hands. And you're going to release your neck down to the floor. So just relax your neck. Imagine your head is, one, you're playing peekaboo. So like somebody's behind you, you can see them. And two, just whatever stress or worry you have, just imagine it like dumping out of your head. And from here, you want to just grab your elbows and maybe swing from left to right. And as you're swaying, see how your hamstrings are feeling. Your legs do not need to be straight. They could be at a micro bend here. And we're here for 3, 2, 1. And now slowly releasing your hands from your elbows as you make your way to a standing pose here. And when you get to the top, take a big deep breath in. Big deep breath out. Inhale, bring your arms all the way up, palms touching together. Exhale, right back down into standing forward fold, releasing your fingertips down to the mat. Inhale, take a half standing forward fold, meaning flat back, halfway standing up, not all the way up. And we're here for 5, 4, 3, engaging your core, 2, 1. You can go ahead and release your hands down to the floor of the mat. And you're coming into high plank for 5. Feel free to bring your knees down. 4, 3, 2, 1. And you're going to come into a low plank. So shift forward, coming down. And I'm going to do the knees just so you can see it. So when you shift forward and you're going to come down, hovering over the mat. We're here for 5. Elbows in, hugging your ribs. 4, 3, don't touch the mat, we're almost there, or touch. 2, focusing on your breath, and 1. Go ahead and release your chest down to the mat if you haven't already, and you're gonna come into a micro bend here. Micro bend here on your back, and we're here for 5, chest up. 4, shoulders away from your ears. 3, soften your breath. 2, and 1. Go ahead and bring your hands back, curl your feet, taking your hips and knees up for downward facing dog. And we're going to walk your feet to your hands, bringing your feet a little bit closer together. So think of it maybe about a shoulder width apart. Relaxing your neck. One full breath here. Exhale, let it out. Awesome. Go ahead and bend your knees. Find your chair pose. So hips going to be sitting slightly low. Inhale, arms come all the way up. Look down. Do you see your toes? If you don't see your toes, go ahead and move your hips back. Whoop, there you go. I see your toes. And we're here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, come all the way back up. Exhale, releasing your hands on your hips, standing on that right leg. Left leg comes up. Find your tree. You're going to placing your left foot inside of your foot on your ankle, on your calf, or maybe on your upper thigh. Just avoid your knee if you can. That's a lot of pressure on your knee. And we're here for 10, 9, 8. You can rest your hands wherever you'd like for balance. 6. I probably counted wrong. 5, 4. If you fall out, no big deal. Just get back in. 3. That's what this is all about. 2. And 1. Keeping your foot elevated. You want to take it off that knee. And we're here for 5. Bring it in front of you. 4. Engaging your core. 3. Nice long back, chest up. 2. Find that breath. And 1. Go ahead and release your foot behind you for pyramid. Both feet pointing towards the front. And you're going to have a slight bend to that front leg. Feel free to maybe even move your right foot to the edge of the mat if you need more stability. Inhale, bring your arms all the way up. And your left knee is going to meet the floor. Exhale, coming back down for 1. Inhale, coming back up. And exhale. Inhale, back up again. And exhale. Awesome. Inhale, coming back up. And exhale for 4. Inhale, back up. Last one. Exhale for 5. Inhale all the way up. Staying in this stance, you're going to fold over so that your chest meets your right thigh. And your hands are resting either on the mat, some blocks, a stack of books, whatever you need. And you're here for 5. Straightening the front leg. Does not need to be fully straightened. Feel free to have a micro bend here. 4. Finding your breath. 3. 2. And 1. Awesome. Go ahead and bring both feet together. Again, about a shoulder width apart. Bending your knees. You've been here before. We're just doing the same thing, but for the other side. Finding your chair for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, releasing your hands by your side. Find your tree. Right foot finds its tree. Maybe it's on the ankle, maybe it's on the calf. Just make sure that your knee is standing out to the side, engaging your core. And we're here for 10, 9, 8. This is really good for balance. 7, 6. Finding balance within ourselves when there's a lot of chaos around us. For focus, even within ourselves, learning to focus more. I think we're on 4, 3, 2, 1. You know the drill. Go ahead and release that foot up, still elevated off the floor. We're here for 5. Bring it in front of you. 4. Engaging your core, meaning squeezing your stomach. 3, 2, and 1. Releasing that foot behind you. Bit of a micro bend to that front leg. Inhale, bring your arms all the way up. Exhale, release that back knee down to the floor of the mat for 1. Inhale up. Exhale for 2. Inhale up. Exhale for 3, inhale up. Exhale for 4, inhale up. I cheated. And exhale for 5. Good. Inhale back up. When you feel stable enough, go ahead and release your hands down to the mat, releasing your chest to your left quad, and you're here for pyramid for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Slowly bringing both feet to meet together. Go ahead and scoot your feet to meet the edge of your mat. Having your hands right in front of you to keep you nice and stable as you bring your bum down to the floor of the mat. People who are really flexible, you can stay here if you'd like. But we're gonna go ahead and slowly close out. You can bring your hips down, your butt down to the floor of the mat. And from here, coming back into our cross-legged position, kind of like where we started out as. And you can take a few minutes for meditation, kind of like what we did at the very beginning, maybe breathing in for 4, and then breathing out for 4, or you can just go ahead and maybe end laying down on your back. Whatever you decide to do. Thank you for joining, and I hope this was beneficial to you in some way. Anyway, thank you for joining, and I appreciate you. Namaste.